I decided to 100% Five Nights at Freddy's. Cause even though I'm a big fan of the franchise, having some Funko Pops and some Lego figures, I've never played the first game. And to accomplish 100% of Five Nights at Freddy's, we will need to unlock the 3 gold stars that we have on the main menu. And to get those is quite simple. The first one you get for beating the first 5 nights at Freddy's, the second one for beating the 6th night, and the last one is a true nightmare, that it is the 420 mode. The hardest difficulty that this game can have. And even though this is a child game, I'm going to be honest, I was scared going into this. Because the truth is, I'm a little bitch, and I hate playing horror games. Going to night 1, I had a little bit of knowledge about the game before, but not that much. And since this game is like 12 years old, and I was playing as a guy from 2014, I was a little scared. The first thing that I decided to do was listen to the phone guy. You know, it was my first playthrough, I gotta get the whole experience. Where's the phone?
Hello? Hello?
Hello? And without any tactics or specific idea of how to go through night 1, I was just messing with the controllers and understand how the game works. Basically, in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, our main things are the power left, our power usage, this tablet that shows us all the cameras, and both doors. These are the things that we can interact with, and we will usually use them to see where the animatronics are, and if necessary, close the door for them to not get in our room. In the pizzeria we have 4 animatronics: Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, and Foxy. One of the few things that I actually know about night 1 is that I should not be concerned about Foxy and Freddy, and that is due to their AI levels. If you have never seen a playthrough of a nerd talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, the AI level is actually how active the animatronic is going to be. Each animatronic works in a movement opportunity, and the AI level it is the chance of it moving every 5 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, in night 1 Freddy is at 0 of AI, so he's literally impossible to move. I think Foxy is a really low AI, so it is really unlikely that she will move, but she could. While Bonnie and Chica are the ones that are going through the pizzeria. Since I didn't know much about the game, I was just having my first experience as someone in 2014. So I was checking the cameras, checking the lights, shitting myself when I see Bonnie on the light. Being bad, I'm sweating. Fucking shit, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. And going through all the cameras. And since night 1 should be like a tutorial, I went through it with 28% power left and an easy night. One thing that I didn't know about this game is that if you beat a night, you just go straight to the next one. And I decided to hear for the phone guy once again.
It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know.
Fucking shit!
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often.
He's already here! Now that I know that Bonnie is no joke, I was paying more attention in the sounds that we have inside the room. We can hear footsteps from the right and left, and usually those footsteps are Bonnie and Chica going to this room next to my office. And one thing that I will know through this challenge is that sound is my best friend. But without any kind of strategy, just going from what I know about this game, that it is not a lot, I was sweating when I went to 5 AM and I saw my power run out. 1%. Thank God. I need a break! I need a break, man! I cannot go All nights in a row! That was way too much for me, so I decided to take a break and come back the next day. Coming back the next day, we're now on night 3. And now a new animatronic is a new problem, and that one is Foxy. I knew that Foxy had something to deal with the cameras, a little bit from my knowledge and a little bit from the phone guy. And one thing that I quite remember about this game is that you should take an eye on Foxy. So I decided to put the camera on her, and since Bonnie and Chica, they are my biggest concerns, will only attack me if I don't look on the light on the door, I decided to make a trick. I would look on Foxy, take a look on both doors, and if nobody's there, I'm going straight to the cameras. If someone was there, I was going to just close the door and light it up. And even though Foxy was almost getting out of Pirate Cove, we went well and was able to finish night 3 with 18% of power. It was actually easier than night 2. Getting into night 4, we had to do the same things. Check both on Chica and Bonnie, and from time to time take a look at Foxy. But this time, Foxy wanted me, and with this strategy to just see both lights and then go to the cameras, I was doing really well, until on 5 AM, we finally had no power. I tried to reset Foxy before. No, man! No, man! I don't think I can live until... I don't think I can live until 6 AM. It was 5 AM. There's a chance, but I don't think I'll be able to. And I'm moving. Maybe, I don't know. Holy shit! Holy shit! That's the easiest game of my life. That's the easiest game of my life. So if you don't know what happened here, let me explain. When the power runs out, you have a chance to be jump scared in a window of time. But since I was at 5 AM, I just had to pray that the time that I was going to get jump scared was later than the time of the night finishing. And that's what happened. That's why I was able to clear the night even though we ran out of power. And you guys better get used to that, because that will be my best strategy. On night 5, I thought that I kinda got this, you know? I got the first 4 nights on my first try. I thought I was going to waste this game. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why did I get jump scared? How does Freddy work? And with that, I basically remembered that I was forgetting the owner of the pizzeria, Freddy. And since I had no idea how Freddy got there, I did a little bit of research to see how Freddy actually works. And I saw that I was making a mistake. I thought that I had to look all the time to Foxy to keep her frozen on her pirate cove. But the one that I should always be looking at is actually Freddy. If we are looking at Freddy through the cameras, he basically cannot move. While I thought this was the case of Foxy because of what Phone Guy said, for Foxy to be stuck in place, you only need to use the cameras, but you do not need to be on Pirate Cove. So if I'm doing a strategy where I'm stalling Freddy, I will freeze both Freddy and Foxy at the same time. But considering those AI levels that I had talked a little bit in the beginning had a lot to do with RNG, sometimes I had to go to Pirate Cove just to see if my strategy was working. Right now, we're fine. Yeah, I forgot to look at Pirate Cove on the second try. But you know, you learn from your mistakes. So now each time 1 hour passed, so from 1 hour to 2 hours, from the second hour to the third one, I was going to take a look at Pirate Cove. And with this small adjustment, we could beat Night 5 on our third try. I have no idea how broke you have to be to go through all of this for 120 bucks. Like, I'm from Brazil. Here 120 bucks is 600 reais. And even I would not go through that. But with our paycheck done, we finally unlocked our first star, and now we can go to Night 6. Getting to Night 6, we need some strategy. And now the strategy is quite simple. We're going to put the cameras on the stage and try to stall Freddy as much as we can on the same position. Then we are going to do a kinda cycle. We are going to look at one door through the lights, then go into the cameras, then look to the other lights. And each time 1 hour passes by, we check on Foxy. It's basically the same strategy from Night 5, but we just have to make it better. Because now our biggest issue is actually the power left. Now the animatronics are more active, so they are going to show up more on the doors. And you know, if we get unlucky, probably Bonnie is going to stay the whole night at our door. Man, Bonnie is just a pain in the ass. And even though Bonnie loved to show up on my door, I had no power to go through the whole night. And try to survive. Like, there was not a lot of time left. I think now I just wait and pray for it. Please, 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 please. Nice! Nice! That was so close. I have no idea how do we go for 420, you know, like. And now we had another 120 bucks and 2 stars on the main menu. And finally we unlocked the custom night. On custom night, you can actually customize how aggressive are the animatronics going to be, and their AI levels are showing up on the screen. You can do different nights if you want to, but the main goal of the game is to get all 4 animatronics on 20 AI level. And that is the highest AI that the game can have. So basically we're having the 4 animatronics on their highest difficulty. So yeah, it will be a busy night. The first thing that we have to show is that when we go for 420 mode, you cannot control Freddy on the show stage. Instead, we will have to switch our cameras to the E-hole corner and just let Freddy just get there. Because Freddy is our biggest issue on this night. This teddy bear is actually a maniac when we talk about killing people. Because he will kill you if you switch to any other camera when he is on the east hall corner. But as you guys know, I need to keep an eye on Foxy, and the only way to counter his kill is to close the right door. So every time I'm going to check Pirate Cove, I need to close the door and don't let Freddy get into the room. And you know, power usage on this night was insane, because everything was happening all the time. Chica on the right door, Bonnie on the left door, Foxy leaving Pirate Cove, and I have to precisely see what I'm doing each time because Freddy is on my track. On my first try, I was actually doing pretty well. I got to 5 AM and then I made a huge mistake. Fucking shit, man. Fucking shit. I don't believe it. It was 5 AM. But you might be asking me, how did I get to 5 AM on my first try on the hardest mode ever? Well, let me break everything down to you. We're going to do basically the same strategy that we have on night 6. We're going to make a cycle between looking at one door through the lights, going to the camera, going to the other door. But the big thing about AI here is that they are moving in every opportunity, because on 20 AI level, every time a animatronic can move, it will move. So that's kinda bad, because every time Chica and Bonnie are eventually going to get to our doors. But the good thing is that they're going to stay only 5 seconds, because the next move opportunity that they have, they will move out. One good thing about this strategy is that every time Chica got in my right door, I just close the door, look at the cameras, and go to Pirate Cove to check on Foxy and see how she's doing. That's because when I close the right door, I'm blocking Chica from entering the room and either Freddy, that wants to get in the room when I switch up the cameras. If you're trying to use this strategy, I just have to tell you one thing. Since your camera will all stay on the east hall corner because of Freddy, just keep in mind that if Chica gets there, she is going to be the one that you are going to see on the cameras. It doesn't mean that Freddy got away, it just means that Chica is also there. And there is no camera scene that you can see both animatronics, and Chica is the priority. So if you were seeing Freddy on the cameras and now you're seeing Chica, it just means that both are there. I honestly got pretty lucky, because in my playthrough I actually never encountered Foxy trying to get to my room on the 420 mode. This strategy is basically muscle memory, and I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay just for you guys to see how it actually looks on the game itself. Okay, Chica, that's a great time. Okay, we're doing great. We are indeed doing great. Now I think I just stole it. I'm taking a last look at Freddy and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm letting power goes out and I'm just waiting. This should be the best strategy. I ran out of power, but I was at 5 AM with some time. Tampering with the animatronics, general unprofessional odor. Thanks, management. Holy shit, look at how big is the Steam icon on this game. The resolution of this game is really different. We have all the stars now. And that's how I 100%ed Five Nights at Freddy's. If you like this video, do not forget to like and subscribe, because this takes a lot of effort. Comment down below which game do you want to see me 100% next. And I see you guys on the next video.